I think it's a remarkable morning when all of us can gather together to reflect, project, and celebrate. Christmas is sometimes characterized by a season of joy, giving, and bringing people together. But the season is also characterized by moments of reflection, introspection, and allowing oneself to self-evaluate and then evaluate as a collective on the circumstances, the events that would have shaped one's life during the course of the concluding year, and what one should do and aspire to as they plan the new year. There are many instances that the Commissioner would have highlighted of sustained improvement. And I say sustained because I was tracking all the years and the achievements in all of the years. But importantly, there are very few countries that can speak to a development plan that is more or less already financed by that country. And you can see the type of projections by the Guyana Police Force. And you can understand how those projections are integrated into the National Development Strategy. Whether it's digitization, the use of technology, education, all of it is integrated into National Development Strategy. And I think that is the most important takeaway this morning. The integration of the Guyana Police Force strategic vision in the National Development Strategy. Because security is the most critical component of building prosperity and achieving human development. So I want this morning for you to recognize the fact that sometimes you get bogged down in a state of mind that you are in a policing environment or you're conducting policing activity. Yes, that might be the nature of your job. But most importantly, you're an important partner, you're an important pillar, you're an important segment of the national development architecture of our country. And it's important that when you have technology, you're aware of how to control that technology, use that technology, and employ that technology. Because if you have technology you cannot control, then you'll find yourself in a lot of problems. So I asked you to adopt technology, but spend time to learn the use of that technology. And for ease of example, this morning we situated someone in the room who deployed technology without the knowledge of it, so that one can have a thorough understanding of technology and the importance of learning the use of technology. So I am pleased to join you this morning at your traditional Christmas breakfast. I think it is fitting that I begin by reflecting on the past year, acknowledge your remarkable achievements, and express my government's deepest gratitude for the service you continue to provide to our country. The year 2025 has been a year of significant accomplishment for the Guyana Police Force. The Guyana Police Force achieved remarkable success in its mission to keep our communities safe. The force recorded an impressive 61.7% clear-up rate for crimes. It also had a 25.2% reduction in serious crimes. Real-time intelligence capabilities were strengthened. 5 new command centers were established nationwide, and the force fleet of vehicles and vessels was augmented by 120 new additions. These achievements are no small feat. The leadership of the force has played a crucial role in this success. Managing an institution of this scale with its many challenges requires vision, foresight, and committed leadership. And Commissioner, you and your team have, as you always do, led from the front. I thank you and the other officers of the force for continuing to ensure improvements in crime fighting. It shows what different leadership and team work brings. Each officer, from the seasoned veteran to the newest recruit, has played a role in making our country safer, and for that, the government and people of Guyana are profoundly grateful. As we enter the holiday season, the demands on your service do not lessen, they increase. Christmas is a time when families gather, communities celebrate, and the streets become busier. For many, it is a season of joy, festivity, and rest. Yet, for the men and women of the Guyana Police Force, it is also a season of added responsibility and vigilance. Every day, our traffic officers are deployed to locations across the country, ensuring that our roads remain safe for all. They work in the elements, sometimes under the blazing sun, sometimes in heavy rain, with little fanfare and often without even a simple thank you from motorists. Yet, they carry out their duties with dedication. I thank them on behalf of the government. Behind the scenes, our crime investigators continue to work tirelessly, following leads, analyzing evidence, and solving crimes. Police patrols serve as constant deterrent to criminal activity. Their visible presence reassures the public and discourages unlawful behavior. Together, through these efforts, the Guyana Police Force embodies the ideals of service, protection, and accountability. The spirit of the Christmas season reminds us of the values that underpin your work: service, care, and protection. Just as Christmas is a time to give of ourselves to others, the men and women of the Guyana Police Force give of themselves every day. Your sacrifice, your time with your families, endure long hours and challenging conditions, and face risks that most of us can scarcely imagine. Yet, in doing so, you embody the every essence of the season: selflessness, compassion, and commitment to the well-being of others. This balance between duty and family life is no easy task. We recognize that while you're ensuring the safety of our communities, you're also parents, spouses, children, and siblings. You juggle your professional responsibilities with your personal obligations, often making difficult choices in the interest of the greater good. It is this balance that makes your service more admirable. As we look to the new year, continued progress will depend on collaboration, security, justice, and public trust. There are shared goals that require partnership between the police, government, and society. By working together, we can strengthen these bonds, ensuring that every citizen feels protected and valued. Your efforts, while combined with support from the wider community and government, create a framework for a safer, more just, and more prosperous country. Each crime prevented, each road made safer, Each life protected is a result of teamwork within the force, with community members, and across the nation. It is this shared purpose that reinforces the trust between the police and the public. And it's this trust that remains the foundation of a secure and harmonious society. To the members of the Guyana Police Force, I thank you for your sacrifices, your service, and your commitment to the safety of our nation. Your work does not go unnoticed, and your contributions have made a meaningful difference in the lives of countless Guyanese. And I'm sure that you felt how much love you are this year when we announced the new system of promotion and acknowledgement of service. As we enjoy the festivities of this season, may you take pride in your achievement and find joy in the knowledge that your efforts have helped make our country safer and stronger. Before I conclude, there are six things I want to remind you of, especially officers. You have worked very, very hard to be where you are. Most of you already clocking more than 20 years of service or close to 20 years of service. You are in a phase of your life when you're building beyond retirement. And your government is supporting you with better salaries and ensuring that you retire in a state of dignity. Do not throw away years of service with foolish decisions. And when I say preparing you beyond retirement, I mean that. The opportunities in this country require your services long after 55. We are giving you the opportunity to retire not only with a bigger and better pension, but to retire with a degree, a master's, or some form of professional qualification so that your life and your service will continue for your family and your country. That is the opportunity I want you to make use of. That is the opportunity that allows you a longer professional life and higher sense of dignity as you transition from one form of service to another form of service. And I ask you to make use of that. It's important for you to understand that our systems in government is becoming highly integrated. Highly integrated. And a new form of government efficiency is something we call post-audits. And very soon, we work with the Commissioner, the Guyana Revenue Authority, and the Ministry of Governance, Government Efficiency and Implementation, and the Ministry of Home Affairs. And one of the first post-audit areas that we are now concluding is that in relation to driver's license. And in that post-audit, we are now concluding the findings, but there are definitely some areas that would require urgent attention. So I'm saying to you that technology is your aid, technology is your friend, and technology is also that post-service delivery mechanism that allows us to recheck the entire system and add a layer of accountability that is remarkable and second to none. So we can tell, and we have been able to tell because of the system, all those who wrote the theoretical exam and passed, and that is the only way you can move forward to the practical exam. And we can tell you all those who got a practical certificate, and then all those who actually got a license, a GRE. So we've been able to triangulate the entire process, and we understand the discrepancies within the whole process. Because if you have 150 people passing the theory, but 400 people getting the practical certificate, something is wrong. You agree with me? And we're going to make those findings available so the system would understand where those weaknesses are. So I'm telling you, and I'm saying this here, that whilst there's a lot to celebrate, technology has also allowed us tremendous improvement. And in the areas where there's discrepancies, and we have found it, we have all the names of persons who got a practical paper but never passed the theoretical exam. And we're going to give those persons in the public domain 6 weeks to surrender themselves and go through back the process. Or after that, we're going to publish all the names in the newspaper, suspend the license, and prosecute them. That is the only way we can beat this corruption. We have to prosecute all parties involved. So, we'll be making those announcements. And then the third leg of the journey, doesn't end there, is that GRA give more license than practical and theoretical passes. So we have now triangulated the entire process. And we have all the data and information before us. I told you, technology and the use of technology will be deployed at full scale. And that is what we are doing. So I ask you as leaders to make use of the opportunities we are presenting to you. Do your masters in logistics planning. So when you retire, many opportunities. Many opportunities are before you. 55 is not the end of your career. 55 is an accumulation of spotless service and qualification that graduates you into better form and greater opportunities. We also want you to work in dignity. That is why we're building out all the infrastructure, the new police stations, the new outposts. You know, every time we put one of those small outposts out, I ask the Budram and the commissioner, is there washroom? Ensure there is washroom. But as we build out these facilities as senior officers, it is a reflection of your own dignity. It's a reflection of your own values, the way your stations are kept. And I ask you to take this seriously. We have to change. We have to change the way we keep our infrastructure. So that's why, while we celebrate the 80 plus new buildings, we also have to reflect within ourselves. How are we taking care of the infrastructure? So working in dignity, infrastructure, service, health, giving you access to technology, and of course, building out a forensic center of excellence here in Guyana for the rest of the Caribbean. But one final charge I want to give you as we work towards the new year. All the junior ranks, from constable coming, throughout all the ranks under your command, we now have the Guyana Digital School. Available 24/7. We must work in the next 3 years to ensure every single one of our rank pass mathematics and English for CXC. Take it upon yourself to get them registered on the Guyana Digital School before the end of this year. And don't have them focus on 8 subjects or 9 subjects. Let them first focus on mathematics and English. Take that as your challenge, and let us have a police force in which every single rank and officer can say, and we can say proudly, they all have passes in mathematics and English. That will be something to celebrate. There are very few countries that can speak about all of these opportunities we're given. We want you not to look at them only as opportunity, but look at them as an investment in making your life a journey of fulfillment. May God bless all of you. May God bless your families. And I ask you to convey on my behalf also. I ask you to convey on my behalf also best wishes to your families. And I thank all of your families for giving you the support, the strength, and the space that is required in this job for national service. God bless all of you, and I look forward to seeing you in the new year. And be assured that everything we give always continue or get